YouTube, welcome in. You always pick the best times to join us because it was the best of times. It was a 4 streak of times. Isaac's done. Maggie, Kane. We have not done a snoozle yet. We'll do a Zazel. Why not? The win streak on the line. That's little Azazel. You want to play along at home? Illy Millie, Xylophone, Quilly, KB Toys, A, Omega. On the journey to Dead God. All we have to do is grip it and rip it. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of a time when your favorite team had its back against the wall and you're like, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm going down with the ship. And then you realize the ship was just a cereal bowl. And that bowl was filled with grape nuts. And you're like, man, either between me or you, someone's got to eat this cereal and it's not going to be me. But I will say this. Chance of victory with this character, very good. Because what Azazel starts with is not brimstone. It's thinstone. Thinstone is, oh, this music. Thinstone is better than brimstone 12% of the time. I don't think tears matter for this. We can't take this in this situation. But what about odd mushroom and soy mouth? Unfortunately, we cannot take that. What is he yapping about? A, quit a beam. Who do you think you are? Edmund McMillan? I will say, how do you lose with Azazel? Dan's the only person I can listen to yapping because he's so confident in it. I think we need to clarify what yapping is. What is yapping? To me, yapping is something a dog does. What is there a... Can you look up the word yap in the dictionary? You have a university in Yapponomics. Wait, where's the horse? Bottom left corner. Use a manual or electric shaver. I'm trying to figure out if I should buy electric. You know what? I'm so honored that you would ask me about that. I don't know why you would, but hey, I use manual, but I feel like I would probably use electric more. But I'll tell you what, next time, like, one of those shaving deals comes around, I'm like, no one will ask about it. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll take it next time. I don't know. Like, I think Manscaped has come to the table. I just feel uncomfortable with that term. Why in chat if you also feel uncomfortable with that term? And if no, I just feel like if they called it dude shaves, I'd be like, okay. All right. So here's the $1 million question. Will Bob's brain end a run? There's only one way to find out.
Mr. Hidetaka Miyazaki-san.
I, for one, am a believer in Bob's brain. We're about to find out. I am a believer. For that reason right there. I am a believer. Did you see that? Sometimes it's not about Bob. It's about what you do with his brain. I don't believe we should be in this business right here. At least check, but then we lose percentage, right? Wasn't gonna take any. We gotta remember, we got a streak on the line, and I'm not saying we're horsing. Both are permanent WFB. Might as well go for paw. Well, you know what? Let's just go for a nice, easy victory. C-Moon on YouTube says, hey, watch a few videos of the new next great starship from Star Citizen back in the day. You still follow Star Citizen and never play it on your stream? I still follow it. I am waiting for Squadron 42, and we check it out about once a year, more or less, or every other year. I mean, you brought up Star Citizen. That was the second game we ever backed on Kickstarter in 2012. It's hard to believe that was now what... It was 12 years ago? Oh my gosh. The other game I backed is still not released yet. It's called, I forget what it's called now. Space Venture. It was by the guys who made Space Quest, which was like the first computer game I ever played as a kid. Taught me how to type and read and just have some fond memories. So I'm like, oh yeah, like, they're not gonna let me down. Why would they let me down? They helped me learn so many things. It could be out. I think we would play that. I'd play that on the stream, even though we'll sacrifice analytics for a week. It'll be nostalgia. Is it out? Look, I'm not gonna dangle a VIP out there for someone to check the status of the game Space Venture, but I certainly would definitely do that. Mucormycosis. Sure, why not? Plus 2.5 range, we'll take it. I realized last night Dan will need to unlock the Forgotten on this file, and that will be ace to watch. Can you extrapolate a little bit more what that means? Ace to watch? You tweeted this in 2022. The first Kickstarter project I backed in 2012 just came out. 10 years later, it's never over. Congrats to Andromeda guys for seeing the game all the way through. Thanks for the childhood memories. I didn't tweet that. I tweeted that. It's out. How come I never played it then? Are you telling me the game's out? I knew about it. I tweeted about it. I haven't even played it. That can't be true. We're lost in the Cuphead sauce. There's a backer only version available via email, but the Steam and full release have not dropped. So does that mean we want to play it or we don't want to play it? If it's not, is it the real version? I'm so confused. Come on, Bobby. I do think this is a good build. Take a little JJ Abrams. I mean, to me, this is just so risky. Don't need it. Dan is streaming from a temporary location because he forgets where he lives. Look, I'm not joking. Why do you think people have bad memories? Holy. Too much going on. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. That's a good run, man. I mean... Look, a lot has to go wrong for us to lose it. But why not us? Pal World is coming out the end of the week. Pokemon with Guns, that comes out already?
LLC me.
People spend a lot of money with lawyers to file LLC paperwork. You don't need it. You can file an LLC paperwork for like 30 bucks yourself. Chat, don't get scammed. It's one form. I know, right? If I give you $50, will you do it for me? I will do it for you on stream. You'd have to give me all of your personal information. But I would 100% do it for content, especially because it'll take 3 minutes. But 3 minutes, what's 3 minutes by 50? How much is that per hour? Get him. Don't worry, he'll forget. Have I heard of Quasimorph? It might be up your alley. Isn't that like a furry game or something? Take a roll of a hardened PMC in a dark turn-based extraction RPG. Put it in the Discord in suggestions or DM it to me. Sounds like is up our alley. I thought Quasimorph was like a furry thing. Just being honest, isn't there a game like that with like, it's like a human, a lion, and then there's like 4 faces in between, and it's like the human turning into a lion? Dude, I like that Bob's brain turns into like a TwitchCon explosion. Why do I know this though? Because someone tweeted it to me. It's pretty much where all my information comes nowadays. From someone sending me a Twitter or on Discord saying, hey, have you seen this link? And I'm like, oh, cool. If someone texts me a link to my phone, I type LOL and I never click on the link. I give them what they're looking for. They're looking for an LOL that's funny, but I can give it to them without actually doing it. Called giving the people what they want. If someone texts me something that I don't have to click a link on, if it's an image, then I'll give them a, you know, more authentic. But if you're texting me a link, I'm not clicking on it, especially if it's a news article. For me, texts have eroded to email where I don't respond, I don't read them. I don't interact with texts. And then when I text someone and I need a response and they don't answer, then I get like, why didn't you answer my text? But I don't know, I don't know when text messages took a turn. But text messages used to be like an important thing. You used to get a text and be like, man, this is what I'm talking about. You're like, this is good, important stuff. And then it just eroded to nothing. Use text a lot for work. What are you using text for work at, Shannon? Your animals just neigh at you. They're not gonna text you. Shannon works in a zoo, by the way. Doxa, everyone knows she's a zookeeper. Group chats with coworkers about animal things. Shannon, what are your thoughts on chickens being a zookeeper? It's the first time we're talking about it publicly outside of Instagram. There's greater than a coin flip chance I'm gonna get some chickens. You'd be like, well, that's not a Dan thing to do. And I think that's exactly why we're gonna do it. Restarts the room and spawns all enemies. Can be used multiple room clears, rewards for a single room. Can we use this and pay this guy off? Let's try. Synthansia, I'd say that worked exactly as... Wait, can we roll that room? Bob him. Hit him with the bob. That's big Bob energy. How come it didn't re-roll the room? That's John in Tennessee.
John in Tennessee, go ahead. What you want to say?
Doesn't work on boss rooms. Well, they forgot to put that in the manual. Use it on a Larry room. No, it's called an Eddie room, not a Larry room. What do you mean a Larry? What the heck's a Larry room? Since Cobalt is stuck in Detroit. Cobalt's stuck in Detroit? What? He didn't text me. Why didn't he text me? He tweeted it this morning that he's... Also, how about he gets the privilege of staying in Detroit? No, he didn't text me. I don't know if he knows I live in. Talk about Cobalt gets Cricket's head. I just text him back, LOL. Wait, Cricket's head is a damage multiplier? Since when? If you get a big room, you can break the game. Now you're talking my language. Don't say anything about it. We're already at mom? How? Bob him. That's good, right? Let's give us dark purple? No. Do I get +2 for having the streak up on my phone while you cut wood? Whoa, yeeters. Number one, are you cutting wood with an axe or with a chainsaw? And two, I would say be careful, but can you just post a picture of it in the Discord instead so we can see it? I don't know why. I don't know how or why I know this, but I guess there's like an old or new TikTok meta of like, I guess the kids would say like thirst trapping. Someone like puts up TikToks of them chopping wood and it's like a thirst trap. I don't understand that. Extreme little brother? Maybe I'm not fully understanding thirst trap. Thirst trap to me is like just all the comments are like saying, will you date me? That kind of stuff. So like the goal of the posting is to incite those kind of comments. You're 85% right. Okay. Chance for homing tears. Do we want this? You're trapping the thirst of the viewers. Yeah, I don't. Ooh, that's garbage. Not terrible. Interesting. We only give Bill updates on if we get to an angel room. Range is good, accuracy not so much. Where's the tinted? How you saw that is beyond me. All the Bob doubters are quiet. I'm telling you, Bob's a good item, man. Why is it called a thirst trap? I don't understand that. To me, a thirst trap is like running 5 miles and then at the end, you know, there's gonna be a water table and all the cups are empty. How come you give me plus? That wasn't even a +2. You give me +2s when I'm like, I'm just saying something normal, but when I give you a real +2, it's crickets. How does that work? A rare +2 moment. A thirst trap is often used on social media. Imagine if someone wants to get a lot of attention, something by making others think they are very attractive. They post photos of themselves in a way to generate thirst. Wait, so I just posted something, but the intention was not to thirst trap it. Like, so just if I post any photo, then it's a thirst trap? I don't understand. It's like this that photo right there. That's just a normal photo. So any post is a thirst trap? If you have a photo that shows off how attractive you are. I mean, depends on how dehydrated the viewer is. A thirst trap gets you my man.
My man.
It has to be suggestive. I got it. So like, if a streamer does a calendar for a subathon, that would be like, consider that, right? Learn something new every day. Bob him. You cannot talk to me about Bob ever again. Down in Tennessee. If it would test Twitch TOS, then it's probably a thirst trap. I got it. So let me, you've explained it to me. I've synthesized it. Let me share back with you that I understand it. If you go into like the Twitch category, like hot tubs, pools, and beaches, that anything on there is probably a thirst trap, right? Is that I'm showing to you that I've taken your knowledge and understood it. Okay. All right, I get it now. I'm trying to think, what would like the late 90s, 1990s version be of a thirst trap? Music videos? Baywatch. Okay, because Baywatch isn't like, because Baywatch understands the assignment without getting into trouble. I used to like watching Baywatch as a kid. Exposed. I actually did though. I'm like, oh, some of these stories are pretty good. So Baywatch is the original thirst trap. I got it. How many guppy items do we have? I don't think we need that. The original thirst trap was some lady showing ankle. Just the second one.
What's the definitive way to cook your eggs for breakfast?
Over easy. On very, you wanna know the key though? Is very low heat. Extremely low heat. Just let it cook. You don't have to force it. Try D7 in the cat room to try to get more guppy items. Gordon Ramsay cooks his scrambled eggs on high heat. Yeah, what does Gordon Ramsay know? All right, we're out of here. He's just a guy. You're gonna trust Gordon Ramsay or me on how to cook? Bob won us. Bob won us this entire run. I thought it was over. Gordon Ramsay is unfortunately British, and we all know about British food. What do we know about it? What are you trying to say about British food? It's not good? Why? How can you make that bold statement? Have you ever had fish and chips in Scotland? At Brett's house? Whoa. Why are we getting a full heart of D?
Hello, Gary.
Saved. Omega saved. We need some tinted. Just stay alive. Stay moving. All right, streak's alive. What more can we ask for? Is there gonna be a new golden goblet for this year? Oh, what was Somo 3000? If you can tell me the last year a new golden goblet video went live, I'll ponder it. We have to. Do we have to? I feel like we have to take it.
Retro vision.
Bob 'em. Holy. Recheck that wall. Just take it easy. Streaks on the line. We could check this wall. Oh, we already have our singular secret. Okay. How do you lose with 12 damage brimstone? DSDDDDS. First time chatter. Welcome. We haven't lost yet. DSDDDS. It was actually a net positive. How come it didn't reset the room? That's such a falsity. Give me the hort. Should be fine here. Give it her all. I still believe in Bob. I will take Bob's brain every single day of the week. It doesn't matter if you hear Peep OG, Peep OG,